Hey everybody, what's up? I'm inserting this clip before this video starts, so don't mind me. Basically, I just want to point out right away that I am starting Twitch. I'm going to start doing the live streams that I typically do here on twitch.tv/GamesCage. So all you gotta do is search GamesCage on Twitch and you'll find me. That is going to be the home for live streams, right? I'm going to keep this channel for reviews, discussions, and all that, but I'm going to move on to Twitch for live streams because I just feel like it's going to be better for the overall future. It can help growth and all that stuff. So, and I feel like being on the most platforms as possible is important. So, like I said, everything stays normal here, but instead of live streams being here, we're going to do live streams on Twitch. So, and I'm going to try to do them like once or twice a week or two. Maybe I'll try to aim for 3. If I can do 3, I'd be very proud. If it's probably gonna be 2 mostly, but I'll aim for 3. And yeah, like I said, you can check out the link in the description, or you can just search it yourself. Give me a follow, do all that jazz, and hopefully we'll see you around. So anyways, enjoy the review. I promise I'll get a haircut soon. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to TheGamesCage. Today, and only today, we are going to be reviewing Cadence of Hyrule for the Nintendo Switch. I'm very excited to give you guys this review, give you my thoughts, give you all the little details and all this shit. So for those of you that don't know right off the bat, Cadence of Hyrule is actually an indie-developed Legend of Zelda game, right? So Nintendo's helping publish this, and it's obviously exclusive to the Switch. And basically, I'll show some footage on screen. It's essentially kind of a rhythm action game, right? So you're moving the characters to the beat, enemies are moving to the beat, and some enemies are going to move like off the beat or move like 2 steps while you move 1. So there's a lot of like unique aspects and unique gameplay mechanics to the game, and that's kind of the centered idea around this. So for the Legend of Zelda version of this game, which is Cadence of Hyrule, basically you're exploring a version of Hyrule created by these indie devs, which is fantastic, man. You got places, obviously, you get like the usual iconic places, right? You have like the Lost Woods, you got Gerudo Valley, you got what's it called? What's the other one? You got Death Mountain. You got a couple other areas. I'm not gonna spoil everything, but basically you go through the main area beats of Zelda. But it's really cool seeing this unique kind of pixel art version of it, right? Because we don't get modern pixel art Zelda games. So to get modern pixel art of any Zelda things, whether it's enemies, whether it's Link or stuff like that, it really like it shines and looks fucking beautiful in handheld mode or in TV mode. Another thing I gotta talk about is this game really does feel like a rhythm Zelda game. And obviously I know that's the genre, but it feels like it's a love letter to the franchise. Because on one hand, it feels like a Zelda game. Like it really is. I'm not even kidding. You are going around like screen by screen. You can blow up walls to find secrets. You're fighting enemies. You're opening chests. You're solving these unique puzzles that are usually rhythmic based. And it's like, it really does do an amazing job at making you feel like, you know, if Nintendo, like, to me, if I didn't know this was an indie developer, if Nintendo said, hey, we're using a B team to make a Zelda game that's rhythm based, I would believe them. That's how polished and unique and awesome this game is, because like everything just works perfectly. It's super polished, it's clean, it's really stylish, and the music, guys, oh my god, the music remix is beautiful. Just the overworld theme where it's like da 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 da, and it does like a dope remix of it. So, and what I love is the music does vary. Like there's like some heavy like rock versions of the themes. There's some very relaxing like flute versions or like violin and all this. It's like there's some really, it goes from heavy EDM to calm to rocking, and it's like it really has a good mix of stuff, and it themes with the area really well. And you don't have to worry too much about your rhythm being off a beat, because usually all the rhythm you gotta move at is 1 2 1 2 1 2, so it never feels like it's too much and that you can't handle it. And basically what's really cool is Link and Zelda have different items so you can start the game as either Link or Zelda, and they basically have different items they can use, right? So Link can use obviously a shield, and he can do like a sword spin, whereas Zelda can use like the fire, like her Din's fire or whatever, or she can reflect attacks, right? And there's also items, obviously, guys, there's literally like the Zelda items, like there's the hook shot, there's the Deku leaf, there's the not a Wind Waker, but there's like a ton of like, there's the bow and arrow, the fire arrows, the vision to see items and all this shit, or through walls. So it's like they really did an amazing job at giving you all the Zelda items. And another thing I really love about the game is it does the kind of modern things Zelda games have been doing, which is letting you do things kind of out of order. So you can kind of like go to the bottom area or the left area or the top or left, and most of the time you won't need a specific item, and that's always for better or worse, I find, right? Because then like I can't really have a dungeon centered around a mechanic because like they know you're going in potentially free for all and you don't have exactly the item you need. There's a dungeon or two where you do need a specific item, but for the rest of the game, I feel like you just go in balling, doing whatever you want. And even in a dungeon, right, like sometimes you'll open a chest and it'll show you like, do you want the Deku Leaf, an upgraded shield, or the Fire Rod? And it's like, I really love that idea of like, oh, these are cool references, but they're also cool mechanics. And I really love the systems in there. It does a thing where when you die, basically, it kind of follows just like Crypt of the Necrodancer, which is the original game from these developers, where basically you die. And this game, when you die, you lose your rupees and little upgrades that you found throughout the game, but you always keep your core items. So like when you die, you won't lose the fire rod you get or the ice arrows you get. You'll keep those, but basically it's just a way to, I don't know, it's kind of a rogue way of doing it. And what I really found satisfying was just learning the game felt really good. Like in the beginning, my rhythm was offbeat. When I tried to stream the game the other day, my rhythm was very offbeat. But like when I'm just into it and I'm listening to the music and I'm just moving, everything flows incredibly well. So it feels good to like throw fire rod, move, jump, throw arrow to the beat. Like you can't just throw an arrow. It has to be to the beat. So you're going, huh, huh. And like basically you're kind of putting sounds in your head to understand what's going on. Like 1, 2, oh, yeah, huh, who, huh, what, and then I'm going too far. But like you basically get a really good understanding of everything. And I think it does an awesome job again in music, environmental exploration, in just the feeling of Zelda, whether it's like the sound cues for finding a secret, or even the way they hide secrets, or the characters they reference and stuff like that. So I really loved all that stuff. And I feel like I had an issue with, and I don't think this is the game's fault, I think maybe this is just an issue that rhythm games face sometimes, which is sometimes you're so into the game and you're so into the world that you don't hear the music anymore, if you know what I mean. Like basically you're so in depth trying to like nail the puzzle that you almost forget the music's there. And usually that's in some ways a good thing because you're into the game, but it's not a good thing because you should be listening to the music and having it feel part of the experience. So I think maybe that's a flaw that isn't necessarily the games, but like for the, I mean, it's not necessarily for the games, but it's like for the rhythm in general. But I guess it's a hard thing to balance, right? And that happens with other ones. So I feel like that could have been a little better. But other than that, I just do think it did an amazing job with having the Zelda IP, and again, Zelda and Link feeling different, and having unique music and areas and everything. And it's not that long. The game takes you about, I'd say, it depends what you want to do. If you want 100% it, I'd say it could take you 7 to 10 hours probably. Depends on how good you are. But usually it's about like 5 to 7 hours if you just want to like breeze through and play the game. But I'd recommend going for most of the stuff because it's never too obscure. You get items that help you find it, and I feel like it just does an amazing job with all that stuff. So yeah, those are my thoughts and my review of Cadence of Hyrule. Like I said, I very much recommend this game. It's $25. I think it's good to support this indie developer for getting their dream come true to actually fucking make a Zelda game, which is insane. I bet it's not even a dream they had because they never thought Nintendo would work with them, but I feel like they did an amazing job. I think it's an awesome game, and I think for the few issues it has, like losing the rhythm at points or having dungeons not too centered, I think other than that it does everything incredibly well. And I thought the last dungeon was a little bit of a bitch, and because it does the thing I hate that video games do, which is let's introduce a mechanic right at the end that like you don't like or understand, and it gets very annoying. So other than that, fantastic game. Definitely pick it up, check it out. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think, and I will see you all later. Peace!